My name is Linda Craig, and I play second clarinet in the symphony. I'm also the personnel manager with the symphony. I guess with the clarinet, I kind of fell into it originally. My mother sent me off to school that the day we were to choose instruments and said, "Come home with anything you like except a stringed instrument." She did not want to listen to beginner strings. My best friend was playing the baritone, and I was just about to say I'd like to play the baritone so I could stick with her. And the teacher said to me, "You know what, I have one more really good clarinet sitting on the shelf, why don't you play clarinet?" And so I did. So I've been playing clarinet ever since. About 10 years ago, my husband and I, Gordon Craig, who was principal clarinet with the orchestra for years before Karina, he had always wanted to have a restaurant. And I put my feet firmly in concrete and said no to a restaurant. I did not want to own a restaurant. The Perth Manor, where I'm sitting now, fell into our lap. And it's a beautiful old building built in 1878 that has been operating as a boutique hotel. Gordon would be the chef here, so he cooks for all the special events, all the weddings we do, corporate stuff. And I don't have to own a restaurant, so it seemed like a really good compromise. We've had a blast here in the last 10 years. We've brought our music life into it. We do chamber music concerts here, special event dinners, so we'll choose a city or a country and Gordon will design a 6-course meal, and then we have a musical guest. So we've had a lot of Kingston Symphony members up here to play as guest artists and soloists, and brought in some of the soloists we've had with the symphony in the past. Kelly Trottiers played here, and various ensembles from within the symphony. We've had the Limestone Trio here. I'll go back to a quote I put in my high school yearbook. It's by Victor Hugo, said it originally, and I'm not going to get it exactly right, but he phrased it as music expresses that which cannot be put into words but cannot remain silent. I think people are really struggling being isolated as much as they are. Music has been one of the outlets that people have really explored and appreciated, I think, more than they have. I hope people really think back about how much they relied on music and the arts during this time and how important it is to our day-to-day lives, and that we don't get forgotten when those budget decisions are being made. And for me, a career highlight for sure was doing the Mendelssohn concert piece with Gordon. It was terrifying when Evan asked if we'd like to do that performance, and I heard yes coming out of my mouth. I'm like, "What are you saying? Don't do that." But I'm a firm believer that you should never say no to something because you're afraid of it. So I'm very happy I did it. It was a fabulous experience. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back to playing with everybody in person as opposed to in screen. The Kingston Symphony has been such a special thing for me. Playing in an orchestra was never on my radar when I was coming up through school and into university. You walk into rehearsal and it's just like walking into a big warm hug. It's a real family organization. Like the musicians really care about each other. The board cares about the musicians care about the audience. I miss that. I miss seeing everybody and making music together and being able to share that with the audience.